In this lesson, we will discuss about the string format method. The format method is used to insert variables, values, or expressions into a string. It replaces placeholders in the string with the values provided. When we talk about its syntax is strings with placeholders, dot format, value 1, value 2, and so on. So curly braces, we use these curly braces as placeholders for the values we want to add. In the same way, when we talk about the next one, after this string, we will use dot format method and pass the values we want to insert into the placeholders. These values can be variables, numbers, or text. Each curly braces in the template string corresponding to a value inside dot format. The first curly braces gets the first value. In the same way, if we have another curly braces, then the second curly braces get the second value and so on. For example, I will write print function inside and then parenthesis, double quotation mark. I will write my string at first, hello, my name is, and then placeholder, and I am placeholder, and then years old. So this is my string. After that string, I will write dot function name. Which function? Format, and then parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, I will write values like Alice and then 30. And after that, here these are the curly braces and curly braces are the placeholders. And dot format Alice and 30 means that first curly braces will be replaced by Alice and a second curly braces will be replaced by the value 30. And when I click on this run button, you will see inside the output window, placeholder are replaced and the output becomes hello, my name is Alice and I am 30 years old is displayed. So the next one question is that why we use format method. We use format method to make our code dynamic, to avoid manual concatenation using plus, to handle multiple variables in a clean and readable way. Now let's talk about types of formatting string. There are three main types of string formatting that beginners should know. First one is format method, second one is f string, and the third one is percent formatting. I recommend that you focus more on the second one, which is f string. Why? Because they are used a lot these way. They are much easier than the other method. Writing code this way make it clear, clean, and readable, which is important for growing in our coding journey. Now let's talk about format method. This method use only curly braces as a placeholder and dot format method to insert values. When we talk about its syntax, at first we will write string inside the double quotation mark and this string will be written with the placeholder, and then I will write format method with the values value 1, value 2, and so on. So curly braces are the placeholder. These are the text we want to work with. Inside the string, we are using curly braces to mark places where we want to insert values and format. And dot format value 1, value 2 is where we put the values or variables that we want to insert into string. These values will be replaced the placeholders in the order they appear. Let's take an example to see how it works. I will write name is equals to Alice and then I will write country is equals to Pakistan, and then I will write print function, and then inside the parenthesis I will write my name as curly braces and I live in again curly braces, and after that I will write dot format function with parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis I will write name and country. So this is the string where we want to fill these curly braces with name and country. So dot format name and country takes the values of name and country, place them into the curly braces. So the first curly braces is replaced by Alice and the second curly braces is replaced by Pakistan. When I click on this run button, you will see the output is that my name is Alice and I live in Pakistan. Now let's start talk about some advanced features of format numbered placeholder and named placeholder. Let's talk about numbered placeholder. Numbered placeholder are a way to specify the order in which values will be inserted into the string. Instead of using curly braces without numbers, we can use 0, 1, 2, and so on, where the numbers refers to the position of the argument passed into format method. For example, I will take a variable name Alice and then age 30, and then I will write print function. Inside the parenthesis I write double quotation mark and I will write my name as curly braces and I am curly braces years old. At this time I will write 0 and then I will write 1, and after that dot format and then parenthesis name age. So now the complete string has two placeholders 0 and 1. 0 means puts the first value, which is Alice, here, and the 1 means put the second value 30 here. So we pass the values in the format method. The first value is name and the second value is age. So the first value goes to the 0 and the second value goes to the 1. So 0 will be replaced with Alice and 1 will be replaced with 30. So when I click on this run button, you will see my name is Alice and I am 30 years old is displayed on output screen. In the same way, when we talk about named placeholder allows us to insert values into a string using variable's name instead of positional placeholders. Instead of relying on the order of values, we can specify which values goes where by using names inside the curly braces. Let's look at an example. I will write print function and then my name as name and I will write curly braces years old, and here I will write age, and outside the string I will write dot format method, and inside this format method I will write name is equals to Alice and then age is equals to 30. So now the string my name is name and I am 8 years old. This string contains name placeholder and age placeholder. So the format method name Alice and age 30 replace the placeholder with the values of name and age. Name gets replaced by the string Alice. Age gets replaced by the integer 30. When I click on this run button, so the output is that my name is Alice and I am 30 years old. So now let's talk about fstring. This is the simplest and most modern method introduced in Python 3.6. It allows us to embed variables directly inside the string. When we talk about its syntax, f strings inside the double quotation mark, string with curly braces variable or expression. At first, we will add an f before string and then curly braces to insert variables or calculations directly into the string. Now let's look at an example step by step. I will take a variable name Alice. I will take another variable with name age 30. I will write print parenthesis f my name as use curly braces, and inside the curly braces I will write name and I am curly braces age and then years old. So in this line, f tells Python that this is an f string. Inside the curly braces, we can put any variable or even calculation. So when I click on this run button, you will see my name is Alice and I am 30 years old is displayed. And after that, when we talk about advanced features of f string, it means we can also use math inside curly braces and calling function inside the f string. At first, we will talk about maths inside curly braces. To explain this, I will take a variable and I will set the value 30 and then I will write print parenthesis f and double quotation mark in 5 years I will be curly braces and then years old. Inside the curly braces, I will write my variable name age and I will add 5. So inside the curly braces, we can include expressions such as age plus 5. So Python calculate age plus 5, which is 30 plus 5 is equals to 35. This value replaces age plus 5 in the string. When I click on this run button, you will see in 5 years I will be 35 years old. Now let's talk about the second one, which is calling function inside the app string. So we can directly call a function inside an app string and Python will execute and insert the result into the string. For example, name is equals to Alice and then I will write print app my name as uppercase and then curly braces. I will write name dot function, which is upper function. So you can see that inside curly braces name dot upper is a function that converts the value of name to uppercase. So this function upper change lowercase Alice to uppercase Alice. This value is inserted into the string. When I click on the string button, you will see now Alice is displayed in uppercase. Now let's talk about percent formatting method. This is the old style string. The percent symbol is used to insert values into a string using specific placeholder. For example, syntax string with percent placeholder and then percent values. The string contains placeholders like %s for string or %d for integers. These placeholders indicate where the values will be inserted. Percent outside the string connect the string to the value we want to insert. Here is a values. This is a tuple. It's mean group of values in parentheses that contains the values for the placeholders. For example, name Alice and then I will write name is equals to Alice and age is equals to 30 print double quotation mark my name is string and this is the person sample as for string and I am person sample D years old. So percent as here is percent s is the placeholder for a string, for example name. Percent %t is the placeholder for an integer like age. So percent name and age, insert name and age into the placeholder. Let me click on the start button. You will see my name is Alice and I am 30 years old is displayed. So this was the today lesson. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video for more Python tutorials. See you in the next lesson.